Hello, everyone, and welcome to Purl Perspectives. My name is Allie.
I'm Carine.
And I'm Anahí.
And we are three Purl friends coming to you from Ottawa, Canada, with today's extra special holiday edition wish list.
Pew pew.
Today we'll be talking a little bit about some of the things we have as wishes for next year, I suppose you could say. And so, wow, my brain just went fully blank right there.
I think maybe we should start with a dork.
Yes.
Dork? Yeah, okay, a little dork.
I guess,
or
a little holiday dork.
yeah, a little holiday dork. Or I guess orcs, because none of us are drinking anything.
Honestly, that's true.
Okay,
so let's do some orcs. Allie, what's your outfit?
What's my outfit? Today I'm wearing one of my ever-beloved Toasted tees that I knit. The pattern's by Rebecca Clow. I've shown it on the podcast before. The yarn is in The Wandering Flock and Ginger Twist Studios. It's a yarn shop based in Edinburgh. I love this tee. I love this tee so much. I love layering it over things. I love wearing it by itself, putting it over a dress and making it look like you have a skirt. Pretty great.
It's nice.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. What I'm not wearing is dog fur yet.
Not yet.
That'll
not
come,
yet.
though.
Don't worry.
That'll come.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's on the job.
What am I reading? Well, I was in a pretty big reading slump in October and November. Finally starting to climb my way out of it. I'm currently listening to, it is an audio first book by Hazelwood called Bound. It's about an art historian PhD who turns forger.
Ooh.
And she gets wrapped up in a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
If you stay alive long enough, you become a crime, slinger.
I feel like, yeah.
Be gay, do crime.
You do crime.
Or not, just do crime. Could be fun. Could be fun. I don't know why I'm still in finger guns. But
That's the gay part.
It's really enjoyable to read. But I did actually just finish a couple of days ago Legendborn by fully blanking on the name of the author. Don't worry, it will be in the show notes. It's a YA novel about a young woman in North Carolina who goes to this early college program at UNC Chapel Hill, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and she gets mixed up with this secret society, and it's this YA fantasy that deals with Arthurian legend and magic systems, and anyway, it was really, really good. I have the second book already on hold at the library, and I can't wait.
Nice.
Sometimes you just gotta dip your toe back in the YA world, It's quite fun. The stakes are so high for basically no reason, but it's so enjoyable
I
to
love
just
that.
read. Yeah, would recommend, especially if you want to read own voices as well. The main character is a 16-year-old black girl, I should say, because she's 16, and the author is leaning on her own experiences to write the perspective. The main character's name is Bree, so. So anyway, yes, fantastic book, would recommend. Second book's out, the third book's coming out soon, I think. Very enjoyable. As for what I'm knitting, I've shown this before. It's my holiday dopio. My holiday
I'm
dopio.
It looks like you're a tree covered in moss, happy in the forest.
Somebody-
bothered.
Yesterday we were at a cookie exchange, and one of our friends said, "I say this with all the love. It looks like lichen." And I'm like, yeah.
It kind of does.
Yeah. It's given Moody Forest vibes.
But it's nice, though. You watch it, and you're like, I'm already calm.
I know.
I feel calmer.
I knit one for my sister in a light version, and then I'm knitting this one for myself in the dark and moody version. And so I told her to expect that we're going to be taking a whole bunch of cheesy holiday photos together.
Absolutely.
And she said she was ready.
As one should.
She was ready. So we're going to have our yin and yang sweaters going. I would recommend this pattern to pretty much everybody. The Doppio sweater by Sung-hee Knits, I think is
I might have
her
to make
handles.
myself one.
It's 2 strands of fingering and 1 strand of fuzz, like a mohair or suri, all held together. And it actually doesn't, of course it's dependent on the size you do. I'm making the size 3 because I want a more fitted one.
Mm-hmm.
But I knit the size 4 for my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I used 2.5 skeins each of the fingering. So 250 grams each of the fingering. And 100 and they come in 50 gram skeins? So
They do.
105 grams of the fuzz of the mohair that I had
really
with.
minimal
So
yarn.
really, you could stash dye for one or more of these if you have 2 or 3 skein combos.
And I love the opportunities to marl things together. You know, I have like just 2 sock skeins of a glittery self-striping yarn that I bought them thinking I was gonna make a blouse, and then I was like, I'm never gonna make a fingering weight yarn, like entire blouse. But marled together with a fuzz, that would be so cute.
And I've seen a bunch of people who, instead of breaking into a 3rd skein of the same color, have done the collar, the cuffs, and the ribbing in a different combo of fingering weights.
Kind of what you've done here.
Kind of like what I've done here,
Yeah.
so that they can like maximize their stash busting when they do it,
Incredible.
which I think is pretty fun. So
That's pretty
that's
genius.
also an option too.
Love that.
So that's my orc. As for what I'm drinking, I was drinking a berry smoothie before I came over here.
Was it very good?
It was very, very good. And it was also full of pineapple too, because I love pineapple.
Oh, that's literally what I had yesterday. Berry with pineapple. I am not
It's
kidding.
truly so good.
It's so good. Yeah, it is.
Wait, do you do like chunks of pineapple and water, or do you do pineapple juice with berries?
No, I do pineapple chunks with berries, and then just because Matt bought some, we added a little bit of orange juice instead of like water. It's kind of like half water, half orange juice, just to get more. But yeah, it's delicious.
I did mine with milk and yogurt because I like smoothies that are really thick, that straddle the line of like smoothie bowl.
Yeah,
You know? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can get behind that.
Like I eat my smoothies with a spoon.
I like a super smooth, thin smoothie, like closer to a juice.
No,
That's what
I'm
like.
more.
You're more like a
for when they're like
thick.
Like
You
not
like 'em
piece,
thick.
but like I like them
You'll
thick.
like them chunky.
No, not chunky.
No.
Yeah,
Not
they need to be
Smooth but thick.
Yeah, like a milkshake.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Brings all the smoothies to the yard, and they're like, "Are you gonna eat me?" I don't know where I was going with that. We could cut that.
I
in
like
post.
that. I like where it went. I'm not gonna cut that.
No, we love it.
Oh, guys, we get into December, and my brain is like, "Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo."
It's like vacation time.
Oh my god!
Please.
I can go next.
Yeah. What's your orc?
My orc. My outfit is the Ranunculus sweater, which I found sort of like every December I find like a new appreciation for it, because it's just one of my coziest, floppiest, like oversizedest.
And it's very
sweaters.
much like giving mulled wine.
It really
So it's
is.
on the Christmas
Glühwein.
Glühwein. It's
It
on the
really
holiday
is.
train. for
Yeah.
sure.
And I wore this to the theater this weekend, and another woman was walking by, and she stopped, and she was like, "I love your ranunculus. I've made 4." And to that woman, I say, "Hell yeah, sister. Hell yeah."
It's pretty great.
I love like identifying knitters in the wild, but this is the first time someone's identified me. So it feels like a really circular moment.
Yeah.
I loved it. Thank you for that to that stranger for the validation of my ranunculus. I loved it. That was a great example. What I am reading, I just finished reading. Bilbo, stop licking your paws. I just finished reading The Thursday Murder Club, just ahead of me starting the series or movie, whatever it is.
It's so good.
It's a movie or a series?
It's a movie.
It is so good.
I'm still on hold at the library.
Do it. It's so well written. And it's like the intrigue, and there's, a little bit of everything. There's friendship, there's love, there's murder, there's greed.
I just want more of this. I want more of this content. Books, TV, whatever.
He's
it doesn't
written a
matter.
series.
I know,
There's
that's what I
7
mean.
books
Like,
out,
I
or
want
something
more.
like that.
I want to see more of this in streaming than like
Absolutely.
Book adaptations?
I thought it was also really refreshing to see the events of the plot be narrated from the point of view of this like 78-year-old woman and her friends at the senior
and
retirement
of course,
center.
I mean, the cast of the movie is just like
You're
it's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a James Bond in there.
I actually like kept picturing the cast in my head as I was reading the book.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. I
Did
can't
you
wait to
see the
movie.
Sorry, the movie
Not yet.
first? Okay.
No. I wanted to read the book first and then.
Okay, I'm doing the opposite. I haven't read the book, but I've watched the movie, and because I didn't even know it was a book when I watched the movie. I was like, this is great, and then at the end, I was like, oh, this is a book.
It's a series of books.
It makes a lot of sense too, because the author, there's an interview at the end of the audiobook with the author, and the author starts by saying like, yeah, this is my first book, but it's not my first like writing
Yeah.
because he actually used to be a writer for TV. So he wrote it the way he writes scripts, right?
Which
with all
you
that
can kind of
experience in the
tell.
back, and you can really tell that the pacing of the book is very like episodial. I loved it. It was very, very entertaining, very sweet, and also incredibly engaging. So I highly recommend the Thursday Murder Club, whether you have or haven't seen the movie. Love it. I'm knitting the rustic holiday hat, which is the hat that was commissioned from a U.S. designer a few years ago to go on the head of J.K. Simmons.
In Red One.
In the movie Red One. This is my second iteration of it, and in this case, I am using a Highland alpaca worsted tweed that I got at Wabi Sabi. It has little like specks of undyed wool in there, a little bit tweedy, a little bit toothy. Very, very good alpaca yarn.
Nice.
And I'm really enjoying how this hat's coming along. You actually will have seen a little sneak peek of it in my solo blog that went up earlier this month. So yeah, let's see if I actually finish it this year, because I love starting things, but I don't often finish them.
That's okay. That's okay.
So that's my orc.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
What about you?
Well, my outfit is the Arctic sweater, which is by
Veronika Lindberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Arctic Lights? Or
The Arctic Light sweater.
Okay.
So it's probably my favorite one to wear, even though I can only wear it when it's really hot, like cold outside. Otherwise, I
get way too warm.
die. It's alpaca. It's bobineuse, baby alpaca, la bobineuse. So it's very, very soft.
I'm just
Is
going
La
to sit here.
Bobineuse still
I'm just going
open?
to be here for the...
What?
Yes, I think so.
La Bobineuse, is it still open?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go again.
So
Back to Montreal.
it's wonderful. It's one of my favorite yarns. As for what I'm reading, I had to recover from reading volume 2 of the series I was reading. That was really a lot, so I ended up going for very light. Like I read the newest. Oh God, what is it called? The Defender by Anahí.
Okay.
That's your newest. After I think the first one was The Striker, and that was The Defender. It's like sports.
Okay.
Romance.
Got it.
And then now I'm reading
Sports romance.
That's like hockey. No, sorry. Yes, hockey. And then now I'm reading something called Sweet Venom by Rina Kent, which is
it also a romance?
Also romance, more on the darker side, but not too bad. Yeah, so I'm enjoying it.
Is she one of your favorite authors? Because it feels like you've read a lot of her books.
Which to be fair, like I don't know why, because she's one of those authors that uses the same structure every book.
But
so
it's
like
it's a reliable dopamine hit.
That's what I mean. Like there's no.
That's good.
Like I'm not gonna be surprised by the writing because I already know exactly where it's going. But for some reason I can't. And like from one book to the other, it slightly changes. Like it's not like a full blown change in characters, and I'm just like, I don't care. I'm just here for the vibes. Like that's the vibe I get from that. But
That's okay.
As for what I'm knitting, well, I'm at 6 rows away from binding off this sleeve of
Oh my God!
Matcha
Look at
tea.
this.
So yeah, I'm kind of obsessed.
Dare you to wear it on our first live of January.
I'm gonna do my darned best.
Oh, she's gonna do it. I'm not concerned at all.
I'm obsessed. This is also the Wandering Flock.
So
different color,
cute.
but
different color, but
you can really tell that that's the Wandering Flock because they have a certain tonality to them.
Right?
It's
that's
very
very
representative of their brand.
Yeah, where it's like really subtly tonal. Yeah.
And just before we get into the wishes, I figured I would show this because I have to.
Yes.
So this is the yarn I got at
the local market.
613 Flea. That I was like, I have to, and it's cotton, and I was obsessed.
Oh, and you have a bag from her as well.
Yes, so this is Brittany's fiber.
Hold it up to the camera. There we go.
And they do a lot of like cotton, tencel, I'm trying to blank, like the ones that I got.
Like plant-based yarns.
Yeah, plant-based yarn. It was eucalyptus. So this is cotton, by the way, but I'm just...
Oh my god, that's so vibrant.
Touch it.
Oh my god, it's so soft.
It's giving Vanellope von Schweetz.
This is only $15?
Yep.
Holy
So of course I got
smokes.
the other one. That's the opposite. So like... and it's a lot. I feel like I don't know. I feel like with one, I may be able to do something like a toasted tea.
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
so this
I was thinking I would do
4?
one
100%.
and then one this way.
Yeah.
So like, because the gradient would be different, right?
You can do tea and skirt.
Yeah, just keep going. Like make it a tunic.
A skirt. So no, don't keep going.
No? Oh.
Like do a skirt, like a 2 pencil skirt.
Oh.
And you would have like the opposite gradient.
That's true. If you put like an elastic in at the top,
I
like
love
have
that
it as
idea.
a fold over and then feed it through like a channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I saw this, I was like,
I can't. Why is everything you have today so soft?
I don't know. Oh,
Actually,
you
I do know
why?
you love
because
soft things.
For me, it's all about how it feels on my skin.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters. Well,
I know this
color is
about
like
you.
second.
Yeah.
Color is second, but like if,
I don't think so. I think color in this case
Yeah.
is popping.
I mean, yes.
So for the record, Brittany's Fibers, they're local to Ottawa. They've been vending at a lot of markets this year. I'm not too sure how long they've been in the dyeing business, but I feel like it's been pretty recent that they've emerged on
I
the scene.
don't think they dye. I think they ply.
Oh yes, because this is 5 like in like really thin lace weight strands plied together.
Yeah.
So
to make what is maybe like a close to a sport weight.
Oh, well,
I would say it's a fingering.
This is
weight.
fingering. Yeah, this is fingering. That's what she said. So I was just in awe of like the amount of colors they had, but this was the only one that was like pure cotton that looked like this. So I was like, I was like, nice.
So cute.
Cahan very, very, very kindly gifted us each a cake.
A cake.
Of like the tencel base, which is also a gradient.
The best
And
pancake.
The base is eucalyptus, which is like I
love that so much. I already know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to make another toasted tea, but I'm going to go up 2 sizes, and I'm just going to make it like oversized, and then I'm going to keep knitting to make it like a tunic.
Okay.
So cute.
Yeah, that's my plan. And then I think instead of doing ribbing, I'll do like I-cord. So like I'll knit a big I-cord and then pick up along the edge of that and then start with the shape anyway.
Yeah.
That's my thought. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah. That's the
fantastic.
goal. That's the goal.
All right. Well, that was our orcs.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think that's the fastest we've ever done our orcs.
Truly.
Because we weren't drinking anything.
Because we weren't drinking anything.
But the reason why we wanted to come together at the end of the year and have a little bit of a wrap up final video for 2025 is we have some wishes.
We do.
We don't really have resolutions per se because I don't know about y'all, but I don't feel like I'm in a position in my life when I can make resolutions.
Yeah,
And
I
resolutions
agree.
can be made at any time of the year, not just January 1st.
You can set your goals whenever you want. I just don't feel like December and January are like great emotionally. Like it's gray and cold, and who's planning for their life at that time? All the power to you if that's a time of the year when you make your goals and your like life plans. But we wanted to just come in with some good wishes that we have for ourselves, of how we want the year to go in 2026.
More napping,
Yes, buddy.
according to Bilbo.
According to Bilbo,
Which
it's
I
more
think we can
naps,
all agree on.
louder snoring.
I mean, I feel like we're all there. No.
Yeah.
I don't know
pretty
about you
much.
guys, but like napping is
so.
the new.
Napping is the always, not the new.
Like, well, I mean, like the as I grow older, it's
napping
like,
is a new clubbing.
Yeah, napping is the new clubbing. It's like this is where it's at, and I wish I could go back in time and tell my 5-year-old self,
I feel-
for the love of God, just nap.
The funny thing is, though,
Enjoy it.
you were never a clubber, though.
No, I was never a clubber. That's the worst part. I've
Me
been to
neither.
a club twice in my life. I hated both experiences. It's just not for me.
That's fair.
I think I can get started.
Yeah, go first.
My first wish for 2026 is to have more good quality garments. Whether I'm thrifting them or buying them from consignment or having them made for myself or making them or knitting them, I want to have fewer garments that are nylon and elastane and just like crap quality. I think am in a time of my life where I have enough clothes that I don't need to bring any new pieces. But if I do, for enjoyment, I'm going to really hope that I can make myself pause before buying something and really look for a better, more sustainable option, like a higher quality option, or at least a local option.
Yep.
That's what I wish for my wardrobe in 2026. Nice. Yeah, that's my first wish.
Nice.
How about you?
Well, my first wish is that I finish a Stria cardigan I started in 2022, because this is a labor of love project that is all over half fisherman's rib, knit on a 2.5 millimeter needle, and I want it so bad because I know it's going to be one of those heirloom pieces.
Yeah.
But I just have been, and I'm on the sleeves. I'm on, like, I think I have one sleeve like 3/4 of the way done. Like, the body is finished. I just have to finish the sleeve and a half and then do the button band, and like that's it. But I just have been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off because I haven't really felt up to engaging in a knit where I have to really be cerebral.
Yeah.
Because it's an 8-row repeat. You're doing half fisherman's rib. When you're doing the sleeves, you're also decreasing. And I just haven't want to sit down and think about it. But I also know that doing that is going to be so fulfilling to me. Whether or not I finish it, just like sitting down and starting will give me so much like joy. Joy's not the right word. I already said fulfillment.
Sense
like,
of achievement?
Thank you. Like a sense of achievement. Just to like sit down and start it again and get it back in rotation. So that's my Christmas wish. That I can like be cerebral with my makes again. Because I feel like I've been on autopilot on the last 6 or 8 months, which is perfectly fine. I needed to take the time. I was really reaching burnout territory again, and I just needed to not
do that.
But I want to be in a place, I guess that's my wish for myself, that I want to be in a place where I can be cerebral. So I want to like continue that healing journey to get me back into a place where I can be putting in that, where I have the brain space.
I love
to
that.
Do that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Carine?
I would like to, it's a very big ask.
No,
but
okay.
I would like to be able to make my first sweater from scratch.
Ooh.
Like,
wow.
I don't necessarily know if I'm going to do like design, like super, but like I would like to do something that doesn't require me using a pattern. Yeah. I'm going to come up with it. That's what I would like to do. And it's a big ask, but I feel like it's also something I've been wanting to do for a little bit, but I've always been like, I'm very much one of those people that don't feel comfortable modifying a pattern because I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not. I'm not like, I haven't done it enough to feel confident in doing it. So of course, as I've always done in my life, instead of like slowly getting in and doing small modifications, I'm just gonna go all in and dive into the deep end and just do one from scratch.
Cable queen, cannonball into things queen. I think it works.
That tracks.
Speed first, full throttle, whole heart. What is the saying in Friday Night Lights?
I don't watch it, but
full hearts, something can't lose. I can't remember.
Wow.
But I feel like that applies to you in this instant where you're like, let's just
go in.
Just go in. That's just I
feel
like that's me, so I'm just gonna do it.
Actually, before we move on to our next round of wishes, can I just touch on this a little bit? So I was talking to somebody recently, and they were like, "Oh, have you ever designed a sweater? Like, you knit so much, like you must make all your own stuff." And I was like, "No, actually, I don't." And she's like, "Well, you should." And I was like, "Actually, I don't want to. I don't want to design my own stuff." And she was like, "What? How can you not want to?" Because it was based on the conversation of like making things to sell and like making money off of it. And first of all, I don't believe in monetizing my hobbies, but whatever.
Amen.
But the point that I got to in that conversation was that I personally don't have the drive to design because I don't personally feel like I need to create something from scratch. I thrive in mastering a skill, becoming technically proficient, learning a new technique or whatever. But I don't need to be able to create something from complete scratch to feel fulfilled in that environment. And so I guess my question is, Carine, you've kind of already answered it. You don't really want to create something for the sake of...
Well, I mean, I don't want to design in the sense that my intention is not to like make this available or publish. I just want to be able to say I've made a sweater from scratch. I think if anything, it's more because I want to say, if there's a zombie apocalypse coming our way, I can do it without any information from somebody else. I can just knit something from scratch, and I feel like that applies to me very well.
Freehanding a garment is a skill.
Yeah, I feel like that's where I want to be. Like how attainable is that in 1 year? I don't know, but I'm going to do my darned best to do something. Yeah.
If you're further ahead along the path at the end of next year than you are today,
that is fair.
That's good progress.
But yeah, no, I totally understand especially when there's this expectation of like another reason why I'm not interested in making this public also is, even if it was like the best, most wonderful designed thing I've ever done, I'm not an idiot. The internet can be a very toxic place, and I don't think I have the bandwidth to sustain the kind of criticism that one would get with designing, and it could all be positive, but I'm not strong enough to handle this, so I'd rather just do my own thing.
You're very fragile.
Yes, I am. 100%. 100%. So yeah.
Annie. Yes, Bilbo, exactly. Bilbo's like, I do like to create things from scratch. They're called poops.
Yeah, he also loves to scratch himself.
He also loves to scratch himself.
Yeah.
But Annie, what about you? You've designed stuff in the past from scratch?
I have made stuff from scratch, and I have like free-handed stuff. I have never really written things down for the purpose of selling them. I'll tell you how I feel about it. Sometimes I'm out there and I have an idea for a piece that I want, and I can't find the pattern for it. And then I just look at other stuff and dive into my mind palace, and I can figure out how to make that thing for myself. I, in the past, would also have felt like nobody wants to see this. It's just for me, right? But I'm at a point in my practice where I think I could write it down and have it be helpful to someone else. So I would probably publish it. And if I am going to put time and effort and money into making a well-crafted pattern, I think I would allow myself to deserve some compensation for it.
Be remunerated for it. That makes sense.
So I would probably put a cap, like an objective of how much I want to make for it, make that amount, and then let it go. You know? I don't necessarily think this would be a career for me, but I think about my practice kind of the way that Taylor Swift goes about her relationships. She's already been through the trenches. Her heart's already broken. Might as well make a few $1 million out of it.
Honestly, fair.
You know?
Honestly, fair.
And I think if I've spent 30-something years knitting, and this is a skill that I can now be proud of and present to others as an expert, I'm happy to do that. And if
as you should. And if
those people wish to give me a tip and pay me for my time and for my effort, I'm gonna let them pay me. That being said, this isn't a career that I want to pursue. So
my God, buddy.
If I do that and it bombs, I will not be discouraged or offended.
Sir. Okay.
He just really loves you, okay?
He does his thing where he likes to divide his time equally amongst people. So yeah, it's a little bit cute and also a little bit annoying. Let me just pluck the
It's more like, I didn't ask it. I didn't ask for this.
I didn't ask for this.
Oh, what a goober.
He's just a goob.
But he's our goober.
He's a good goob.
Such a goobiest of goobs.
Do you have any other wishes for the new year? Like, what do you want your 2026 to have more of or less of?
I want my next year to have a little bit more spontaneity in it. I feel like, actually, I just had a hair appointment yesterday and I had a trim, and I was talking to my hairstylist about how I feel like I'm ready for like a change, like a big change. Well, maybe not a big change, but like a small big change, you know? So I'm committing to getting an undercut in the spring. That's what I'm doing, right?
Lowercase change.
Lowercase b change. But I feel like I want more spontaneity in my life. I thrive in structure and routine. But I also really enjoy just being like, fuck it, we ball. And I just want more moments like that because they're so joyful when they happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like over the last year, I've just been kind of, I don't want to say treading water, but I've been a lot more careful with the things that I've been doing because financial constraints.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, like, here's the thing. The economy is shit.
Mm-hmm.
The world is on fire.
Correct.
You know, we're probably all going to die from, like, climate change apocalypse.
Likely.
Whatever, sooner rather than later. Who knows? Not to get existential. But, like, I can't let a little thing, like, you know...
It can't stop you from living.
I can't, like put my life on pause because of things that I do actually directly have control over. Like, cost of living and expenses and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I have some travel plans for next year that I'm really hoping to, like, formalize and turn into a thing. And I really want to also include, like, spontaneity within that as well. Mm-hmm. And then at home, too. I have so much fun when a friend is like, hey, do you want to come over and watch a movie tonight? I'm like, oh, heck yeah.
Hell yeah, I love movies.
Or if somebody's like, oh my God, this cool thing is happening, this, like, cool pop-up sale is happening across town. Do you want to go on Saturday? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to go. Like...
So you want to be able to say yes to more things.
I want to be able to say yes to more things, but also understanding the limits of my own energy and mind.
Yes.
I get tired. I'm a tired baby.
I wanna also say that one of my wishes for this year is also to be able to say yes to more things. But in order for me to be able to say yes, I have to take care of myself in a way that I haven't been. I've been a bed girl this year. Like, I need a lot of bedtime. Mm-hmm. I need bedtime in the middle of the day. Yeah. I'm not really sleeping. I'm just, like, unable to do anything that's not lying down horizontally looking at the ceiling, right? And the only way for me to be able to have more energy socially and outdoorsally is to take care of myself in a way that I haven't been doing this so far. So that's my wish for me. I want to have more energy. Yeah. That's not really fully under my control, but it's a little bit under my control. It's a little bit influenceable.
It's always, there's always factors.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, energy's never been an issue. I think...
Can confirm.
For me, it's too much of it. I want to say that my wish, it's a bit strange. Well, not strange, but, like, it may seem a bit... I don't know. I want to be less stressed by the actions of other people that I have no control over.
Oh, girl.
That's a good one.
That is a very difficult one for me. It's probably one of the most difficult thing I've experienced in my life, where
relatable.
What happens or what other people do has an impact on me, even though it has no impact on me. Like, or it shouldn't, is what I'm trying to say. Like, and I mean the smallest thing to the biggest thing. Like, it doesn't matter what, there's no rhyme or reason about it. It's just one of those things where if something, and it could be something I watch on TV, it could be a news I see that really has an impact on me. It could be my workplace or what happens there. It could be what happens in my social group. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
But I want to be in a place where I'm allowed to feel those feelings, but I don't want them to have a stressful impact on my life.
Yeah, because it really ruins your day.
Well, it's not just that. Is that my stress becomes physical, like has a physical impact on me. So I get really, really, really bad, like, flare-ups, and I get really bad, like, digestive issues and scalp psoriasis. Like, both of those things will flare up.
Your body stresses along with your mind.
Yeah. So and it can get really intense, and it's one of those things where, like, one of them, it's like a delayed reaction. So this one, like, the head, it'll, like, if I'm stressed now, I'm gonna see it next month.
Yeah.
Right? Versus this one, which is, like, immediate. So either way, it's not a good idea. It's not a good. So I think for me that would be the big one, but I also understand how difficult it is. So
yeah.
Because that's one day at a time, one thing at a time. Because for the record, you're not saying you don't want to experience empathy. You do.
No.
You're saying you don't want to internalize.
I don't want it to
and let it become
me.
physical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I said, I'm allowed to feel
that's
my
a really
feels.
good wish. I hope it comes through for you.
Yeah. Like it's just like I said.
I'm a big fan of both Good Mythical Morning and The Mythical Crew, and also Brennan Lee Mulligan. And they have a show of last meals where they invite a guest and they ask them what would be your last meal, and they prepare everything on that list for them, and then have a chat about like their life and stuff. So Brennan Lee Mulligan, who is a famous game runner, like a Dungeons and Dragons game runner, he goes on this last meals show and is talking about, you know, his upbringing in his life, and like what, like his like existential opinions and such. And they come to the part about like the way that folks are talking about resilience and using all of these like tools that psychologists have given us to process our feelings is helpful up to a certain point, but then there comes a time where you just have to recognize that the world actually is on fire. Yeah. You know, like bad things actually are happening, and there's no amount of like meditation and resilience and self-soothing that is going to help manage any of those feelings, because we are actually going through some really stressful times. Yeah,
and it's a practice. It's a practice to like teach yourself to let things go. Yeah. It's not something that you can just mentally shift like today. It's something that will take years of practice. Because I went through something similar in my late 20s when I was in a work situation where I was internalizing everything, but I didn't need to. And it took me like 3 or 4 years to get to a place where I can just be like, I'm going to feel this big emotion right now, and then I'm going to walk away, but the emotion is going to stay here. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, it takes a lot of time and a lot of internal work, and there are going to be moments where you're not capable of doing that, but that's fine. You just have to keep trying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I think
and
it's a really good wish.
Don't like take it out on yourself. Yeah. If you aren't able to achieve what you want to achieve. Yeah. Just be like, I'm only a human. You too. Viewer. Mm-hmm. Just be like, I'm only a human. I have a lot of feelings. Sometimes I can't manage them, but I'm going to try again. Yeah. Yeah. You know?
I think essentially what we're trying to do is like, it's the logical part of us, because we know what to do or what's right or what we can do for ourselves or whatever, and our emotional selves. They're essentially two parts that are kind of like warring when they should actually be cooperating. Yeah, right. Where so it's true. Like, you shouldn't, like, you're allowed to feel those emotions, but you're allowed to process them in a logical manner, or in a way that where you're kind of like, you look at them, analyzing them, but you still feel them, right? You're not completely detached from them. Yeah. And then you move on, right? So, and I feel like in some aspects of my life, it's very easy to do that, and in others, it's like really hard. So, and I don't know if it's the same struggle for everybody else, but that's very, like, a very big one for me. Yeah. So yeah.
And disclaimer, none of us are therapists. We've just all been through a lot of therapy. Yep.
We're just like a handful of sad girls in a sad world.
Have you ever seen a chihuahua that's anxious? Like, I feel like we've all been through that cycle.
Right? Big chihuahua energy. Big like chihuahua trembling at the slightest move.
Okay. You just find what works for you, and if you seek professional help and you feel comfortable doing that, amazing.
Good for you.
If you're not ready for it, that's okay too. Just don't rule it out.
I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think I would be a chihuahua. I think I'd be a very specific dog.
Oh.
So there's this dog I used to know years ago named Tuca. So this dog was tiniest little, like, he was this big. But he was the weirdest mix of dog I've ever seen. Oh. He was a husky papillon mix. So he was tiny, but with a very big personality. And he was like full of energy, crazy, hard-headed. And he did not like to play with small dogs, only liked to play with big dogs. And it was totally okay if the big dogs literally threw him across the park. Like, he was like, no, give me more. Like, he was in a mosh pit, and he was okay with it.
Small dog with big dog energy.
Funny.
And I feel like that's me.
Big dog energy.
Big dog energy.
In the sense that, like, it's a lot of energy. It's very chaotic, but you're also, like, tiny, and you're trying to navigate the world through, like, these, like, big personalities and big people, and you're just like, I can do this. You're like, but I'm tiny, but I can do this. Like, that's Tuca. And I don't know. I don't know if he's still alive today, because it's been a while, or where he is, but I hope he's doing okay if he's with us.
I feel like Tuca. I would definitely go full chihuahua.
Yeah?
I would really want, like, you know, a rich hot lady to carry me around in a bag, because I'm just scared.
Paris Hilton, if you're looking, we're available.
We're available for being carried around in a baggie.
In my little purse.
Yeah. Might need to be a big purse, but that's fine.
A nice designer tote bag.
Yeah, nice.
I have a last wish for my 2026, and this one is knitting related.
Okay.
I let my inspiration go by this year, seeing a lot of color work that was coming up, and I bought some patterns, and I favorited some patterns, and I liked a bunch of pictures, and I didn't actually do any color work.
You have done some mosaic this year.
I've done a little bit of mosaic. It's still on my needles, but my wish for 2026 is color. I want to do intarsia. I want to do Fair Isle. I want to do stranded. I want to do 3-strand stranded color work. I want to do stripes. I want to do polka dots. I want
amazing.
just an explosion of bright colors
Nice.
to like come into my life. And I know that there will never be a shortage of color work options and designs and patterns out there. So I'm just going to let it all come to me and say yes when I find it. Color work 2026.
Color work. Take that, Pantone.
In that same vibe, I'm with you, but instead of color, it's with books. I want to use the books I have. So
Hell yeah.
I have a few like knitting books that have patterns and whatever, especially like socks. Like, and every time I pass in front of the bookshelf, I'm like, I need to do more of this. And then I just walk away and I'm like, no, I need to do more of these because I paid for these and they're there and they're looking at me and there's only one of these books that I've pretty much done every pattern in it except for like maybe one or two. But all the other ones, I've done maybe one pattern in each, and I'm like, I want to do more.
And
I
it's
paid
so
money
sad
for these.
because like you were inspired when you bought them.
Yes.
And that inspiration is not being tapped
But
into.
the problem is, then Ravelry comes along, and then I get inspired by something there, and then I'm like, oh, I can go back to the book. But you see what I mean?
The same way.
Well, you're one of those people where you have never more than like 2 or 3 projects on the go. What if you just cast it on one from a book and said, if I come across something online that really speaks to me, I can cast that one on, but at least you've already started the book one.
Yeah,
because then you'll finish it, because you are nothing if not a consummate finisher when it comes to crafting things. Like
this is known.
This is known.
It's a problem if I don't. Like but I mean like me. Like
within your own
like
way.
I always come to a part where it's like I look at the project and it's like if it's not finished, it gives me like a weird,
lot of weird feelings.
Like anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Not actual anxiety, but like I just like I need to finish this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, feelings of anxiety and feelings of depression are present in all of us, whether or not we have it chronically.
Yes.
So I do believe if that's what you're feeling, like you're like this, like anxious, that is feelings of anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you know what I'm thinking that might be helpful for me is maybe going on a little bit of a Ravelry regiment. I find myself being paralyzed by options when I'm on Ravelry. Because I'm just bombarded with way too many things that I like. And then I start questioning if I actually like it or if I'm just liking it because other people liked it. You know?
Can I tell you what has worked for me to deal with this exact thing?
Yeah.
Number 1, if there are designers out there who I don't personally enjoy the aesthetic of or who are chronically not size inclusive, I mute them.
Yeah.
They're oftentimes big name designers, and so they don't clutter up the first 10 pages of Ravelry.
Yeah.
Number 2,
do you see them in the what's hot now?
No.
Okay, that's really good to know.
Out. Number 2 is if I'm looking for something like I'm gonna knit a sweater, before I even begin searching, I go in and I filter so that I'm only looking at sweaters. I'm not getting sidetracked by a sock pattern that pops up. I'm not whatever. No, I filter it for sweaters, and I always use the filters if I'm like, oh, I want to knit something that's like fuzzy, so fingering and DK. I sort with just the parameters of what I want to find. And then instead of seeing 18,000 patterns, I'm only seeing 1,000 patterns.
Yeah.
That's really... Oh, sorry, go on.
My final thing that I do, which I find has really been helpful the most for me, is that I see something and I'm really like, oh my god, I want to make it. I add it to the queue on Ravelry. Because 9 times out of 10, I see a pattern and I'm like, I want to make it. I add it to the queue. 3 weeks later, I come back and I'm like, oh, I'm good.
That, yeah.
There's other patterns I want to knit more. It comes off the queue and it like takes the edge off of that pattern indecision. And then whenever I do want to make a new pattern, I go pull it from my queue, and I always try to keep my queue 100 patterns or less.
That's so many patterns still.
It's a lot of patterns, but when you compare it to the like 37,000 on Ravelry,
yeah,
and then chances are, because it's been in my queue, I already have yarn for it.
Yeah. I think for me the problem is that I don't often go into Ravelry looking for a specific thing to make. I go in because I want to know what's new, and I treat it like social media. You know, like I'm just like there browsing, lurking, seeing what other people are making, and up to now I've thought that was inspiration gathering, but I'm feeling like maybe too much of it is not as helpful as I think it is. What I'm gonna start doing is a combination of what you just mentioned, and maybe just staying off of the popular patterns.
Do you, when you go on Ravelry, do you search through, or like do you look through the Friends tab?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's also like there's so much that people are making, and I'm liking. But one thing that I don't often make because Ravelry release it here, the most useful, interesting part for me is when you go into your own account and you look at the patterns for you and scroll all the way down, there's a small section of like updates just for you, which is only new patterns from designers that you have favorited. Nothing more, just the new things that they've gone in chronological order. And that is the most helpful part for me, but I never get to it because I always get overwhelmed before I scroll all the way down. So I'm going to make an effort to go there first.
Yeah.
And then try to stay away from the top 20.
This is maybe like a super, maybe too basic of a thing, but sometimes if I don't want to see something on a screen and I just want to get to a certain part of the website, I literally put my hand over the screen and
Does
scroll.
that work?
Actually, yes.
That's crazy.
Because instead, I'm looking at that tiny little inch at the bottom of the screen that's not covered by my hand.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for the title of the section that I want to appear.
I love it.
Yeah. Or Lo-fi solution.
What you can also do is just, like, for me, I look at, like, the side of the screen, and I see it scroll down, and then I just don't look at the actual screen.
Isn't there a keyboard button that you can press that takes you automatically to the bottom of the screen?
Oh, I don't know about
that. I don't know. If you know, let us know in the chat. Yeah. What's the trick to get to the bottom of the screen first?
But again, my neurospicy is different from your neurospicy, so the things that work for me may not work for you.
But it's worth trying.
So what's your third?
Not knitting related at all.
Oh.
This is something that's been an unofficial wish for every new year for like, I don't know, since I became, at least the last like 5 or 6 years. And it's to try new foods.
Ooh!
I like to say, I'm going to try 10 new foods in a year, but then I never actually keep track of how many new foods I've tried.
Yeah.
So just trying new foods.
But I love trying new foods, and I love trying new to me cuisines. I love going to places to try the cuisines, because that's where you're going to get it, obviously, the best, the most authentic.
Culinary pilgrimage.
And so, yeah, that's one of my, and I think this is going to be one of my Christmas wishes for the rest of my life, is to try new to me foods.
And write it down.
Write it down, yeah. There was a few years ago, oh my god, 10 years ago? Oh my god, it was 2016. So 9 years ago, I did a field school one summer and then combined it with a little mini Euro trip with some of my cousins because logistically, I was going to be in Europe for field school and then I had a family wedding to go to in the UK and it didn't make sense to fly back to Canada for 2 weeks. So I convinced some of my cousins to go on a Euro trip. And the whole time, the 7.5 weeks that I was in Europe, I logged all of the fun things I ate on...
That's a fantastic exercise.
On then previously known as Twitter with the hashtag Allie's Eats. And then if I had ever had a fun, cool, new to me beverage, I used Allie's Drinks. And it was so much fun.
I love that.
And so, there's a couple of my highlights on Instagram as well where I've done that. I think I have one called Berlin Bites. And it's the cool things that I ate or the new things that I tried. And it was just, it's so much fun to keep track of that. Not for any dietary purposes, but simply so that I have a memory that I can go back to later. And say, yes, I did try that. I did eat currywurst in Berlin. I did do this. I did do that. And it's really nice. So that's what I like to do every year. Try some new foods. Experience some new things. Ideally go to places where I can try the food there.
Yum.
So, yeah.
I will happily join you.
Final wish of this.
I will happily join you in your culinary adventures.
Endeavors, yeah.
It's, in my opinion, the best way to learn about a new to you culture is
eat your way through it.
Is to eat your way through it, because there is so much love and pride and joy
and history
that goes into
street food.
Especially in street food, that goes into cooking and ingredient preparation and recipes and everything like that. And so, to me, if I'm going somewhere, you better freaking believe I'm eating what the locals are eating.
Heck yeah.
And am I lactose intolerant? Technically, but that's not going to stop me from eating cheese
not on
in
vacation,
Switzerland,
you're not.
Or yogurt in India. Like
you're not lactose intolerant on a holiday.
Not on vacation. I will just shit myself in the hotel room afterwards, but it'll be fine because I will have tried the thing.
It was totally worth it.
Totally worth it. Remember that one time I got deli belly? Worth it. Food we ate was freaking delicious.
Sounds like it was worth it.
It was. Oh my god, it was crazy. I went to India when I was in high school with my family. Deli belly is like the
really common
colloquial name for like when you get food poisoning essentially over there. Lots of places have their own version of that. And we went, I don't even know why I ate street food in India. Literally my entire extended family who is from India was like, don't do it. That's dumb. And I was like, okay, great. I'm going to do it anyway. Deli belly. So worth it though. So worth like you
all this talk of food is making me so hungry.
Yeah, same.
And you have no way of knowing this, but for us, it's lunchtime.
Yes, it is.
So let's maybe wrap up here and wish you all a very happy Nitty 2026. Thank you for spending your year with us. We've really loved coming together every couple weeks and sharing with you what we're making and reading and thinking and struggling with and just overall being potatoes. Thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you again in the 2026 new year. Hopefully we keep getting better at editing and, like not talking over each other and keeping the dogs at bay.
No, that we actually like to do.
Yeah. Because, gotta catch all those stitches. Because in January is our second anniversary.
Oh my god!
Second anniversary.
Blow us up, YouTube, do your thing.
Or don't, that's fine.
Or don't, that might be really overwhelming.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Probably.
Yeah. So thank you so much again.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. We are your three pearls. I'm Anahí.
I'm Allie.
I'm Carine.
And as soon as we finish picking up those stitches, that'll be a wrap up of 2025.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
Bye.